for no reason.
Okay.
Am I still here? Oh, okay. I thought I was. But no, this was a great conversation.
Real talk.
I agree.
It's gonna be so many things that, especially once you play this back, you're gonna hear a lot of things, and when you go to look at these things, because they're not all important as far as the voting base. They're just things that shouldn't be said, simply because they're incorrect. Now, some of these things, like you said, like for instance, the precious metals, right? You feel that that's incorrect, but once you go look at these things, you will see that they're not incorrect. And next time you have a conversation about
I
those,
agree with that. No. Let me take that. No, I agree with that element. What I'm saying is that we have a strong enough economy and a strong enough military that we don't have to rely on gold and silver like that. Like, we have enough value in the American dollar, okay, to where it kind of compensates. It's not like Venezuela, right? Their economy is crumbling, and I do not believe that the economy is going to break in a year. We might have a recession. That's going to happen, okay? We might even have another depression, okay? But America bounces back. The reason why America bounced back, because it's a big country with a lot of people, for one. And, we have a strong military, all right? So we really do not have to worry about not having anything, because there are a lot of resources here. And not only that, but we have a strong military and we have a strong economy. Our depression is still very rich compared to many other countries out there. So our worst day can't even compare to a lot of countries' best day on a surplus, right? So, I don't feel, and there's no real evidence showing that, this country is not going to be flourishing next year. It'd be even more it'd be a lot more, what's the word I'm looking for? Believable. That's not the word, but I'm going to just use it for the lack of a better word. If you was to say, well, in 50 years, we're not going to be here, or 100 years, our economy is not going to be strong, to say that next year, $3.1 million is not going to be strong, that's a hard pitch, right?
Yeah,
you may be absolutely right. You may be absolutely right, but next year, $3.1 million is not going to be a lot less money than it is, and we could come back next year and we could see if the dollar decreased in any way. Now, the dollar is going to decrease, but not at that monumental, catastrophic type of paradigm, right? It is going to decrease because of inflation. That's a guarantee. But to say that next year, $3.1 million, $60,000 a year plus equity is going to be not valuable, that's a hard stretch. It's a hard pitch.
But Roz, he
may
correct.
be right.
That dude,
he may be absolutely right.
Crazy,
but I don't really believe that.
I'm gonna show you what he means though, because that did sound crazy, Roz. I must admit, but I'm gonna show you, Deon, what he means, right? You say we are very comfortable. We are very comfortable over here compared to other countries. Here's the thing though: other countries have actual food, and not all of the processing stuff that we have. That's one of those things. Other countries have have fresh water. One of the things that we kind of lacking over here with all of the bad piping and stuff that we have that we can't even afford to do infrastructure on. That's another one of those things. Another one of those things is that those people are living a lot healthier than we are. So, you know, the comforts that we enjoy tend to kill us off because we eat differently. We don't eat real foods all of the time. Another one of those things is a reason for that is things like some of those trade agreements that you will have to correct, say like the NAFTA deal, right? Where we have agreed to ship our beef and poultry over to our enemy, China, so that they could process it, do whatever they do to it, and then ship it back to us so then we could consume it. Like all of these things are different things that you would have to get your hands on and fix those type of deals. But when we thinking about living comfortable, most of the time we looking at like driving big cars, living in big homes. The difference is that our homes and our cars don't last as long because they're not being made out of material that lasts. Right now we driving around in these high dollar cars, right? Say you paying $35,000 for a car today, but it's made out of fiberglass when you was paying $10,000 for a car that was made out of steel that's still running right to today. But the car that we buy today won't last past 15 years. So when you looking at these things and we trying to compare how this money is being spent, it's things out there that show us that it's not worth much. We just don't look at it through the lens that we should because we just see the abundance of it, not the quality. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, but this is going to be an ongoing conversation. We have been on for right now. I will clock us at I was finna say even 4 hours, but we about a 4:15. So if you could, one more time before Roz give us our prayer and send us out of here, let everybody know where they can find you one more time, Deon, and we're going
yes, sir.
Deon D. Jenkins.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Go to my YouTube, subscribe to that, Deon D. Jenkins. Go to my Twitter, follow me on Twitter, Deon D. Jenkins. Go to my Instagram, Hip Hop for President. Go to my Facebook, Hip Hop for President. And go to my website, www.reparationsforpresident.com. Also, Google Deon D. Jenkins, and you will find out a lot about me, articles, and everything like that. More, my platform, where I stand, and how I plan to implement justice for our people. Dr. Neely Fuller say, destroy a system of white supremacy and replace it with a system of justice.
Yes.
And that's what I plan to do in the area of politics. Hey. It was nice having this discussion. And yeah, I mean, I'm all ears, for the people and everything like that. I hope I didn't come off too combative, or I actually enjoyed everybody's questions, and I think that this discussion was highly relevant. And oh yeah, don't forget to send me the link to the download, so I could also put this on my YouTube.
Yeah, soon as this that link that I sent you before, soon as I upload it, it'll be on that link. So it'll be on there tomorrow. I normally do it a little later, but it'll be on there tomorrow, first thing in the morning for sure.
Yes, sir. Even if I gotta come back, we can have a part 2, man. And,
yeah, because we still have a lot of issues. Immigration.
We could discuss. Right.
bringing manufacturing back to the we have real questions. This is not a joke to us. So, and that's why we so passionate about it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, thank you
thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it.
Man, thank you guys too, man. Hey, I enjoyed myself. I appreciate it. Like I said, this is what it's all about, man. This is the constructiveness, that's really needed amongst our people, man. We have black men discussing politics, and it's very like, I'm gonna take your words. It's a breath of fresh air, a breath of fresh air. My bad. It's late.
No problem. It's all good.
I'm kind of tired, kind of sleepy now, but it's a breath of fresh air, and we need more of this right here.
Yes, man, and you can be a part of that. And
absolutely.
Hopefully you'll be a part of it. Leading the way. With that being said, good night. Thank you again. And yes, we'll be in contact and try to
absolutely.
We're gonna write it up and make this happen again. Yep. With that being said, Brother Rice, can you hit us with the prayer and take us on up out of here?
Absolutely. Thanks to everyone for being with us. It was a long program this Tuesday evening into Wednesday morning. We greatly appreciate each and every one of you. We greatly appreciate our presidential candidate, Deon D. Jenkins. We definitely wish him the best in what he is doing and moving towards the presidency. Also, we need to continue to support people who are working towards ending the system and replacing it with a system of justice. Deon D. Jenkins is doing his part to facilitate that movement in that direction. So black people, we got to really support our own people and people who are working for our best interests. Those are the people we need to stand behind. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you very much, Brother Deon D. Jenkins, for being with us. We look forward to having you back with us. Thank you. Thanks to all the callers who had their questions and commentary as well. Hopefully down the road, more people, once they hear the program, might have even more questions and be able to, facilitate an even grander conversation than the one we had this evening. I enjoyed it myself. Thank you for being with us. And right now we're about to say the prayer and then close out the program. Creator, we ask that you help us to remain patient with other black people, victims of white supremacy. We ask that you help us to remain patient with ourselves. Remind us to demonstrate the highest levels of black self-respect at all times and all places, each and every time that we are in contact with another black person. It has been time. Let's replace white supremacy with justice ASAP, and also end the prison industrial complex and human trafficking as well. I am in the love of the all, and all love is in me. I am a part of the all, and the all is a part of me. I am one with the all, and the all is one with me. I can succeed as a part of the all and fail as an individual. I can be all that I wish in the all, as long as my wish is to stay in the all. I am never alone. The all is I.
For no reason.
Okay.
Am I still here? Oh, okay. I thought I was. But no, this was a great conversation.
Real talk.
I agree.
It's gonna be so many things that, especially once you play this back, you're gonna hear a lot of things, and when you go to look at these things, because they're not all important as far as the voting base. They're just things that shouldn't be said, simply because they're incorrect. Now, some of these things, like you said, like for instance, the precious metals, right? You feel that that's incorrect, but once you go look at these things, you will see that they're not incorrect. And next time you have a conversation about those,
I agree with that. No. Let me take that. No, I agree with that element. What I'm saying is that we have a strong enough economy and a strong enough military that we don't have to rely on gold and silver like that. Like, we have enough value in the American dollar, okay, to where it kind of compensates. It's not like Venezuela, right? Their economy is crumbling, and I do not believe that the economy is going to break in a year. we might have a recession that's going to happen.